Hi, I'm Michael Whitehouse. This is the Daily Michael video blog for Wednesday, September 16th, 2009. So I was thinking last night about things and the course of my life. Most of you probably don't realize that I have been struggling on and off with what could be called a low-grade depression for about the last 2 years. Now, a lot of this has to do with where I was 2 years ago and where I've been over that time. See, prior to 2006, from about 2002 to 2006, I was doing 3 things that really defined my life. 1, I was running Phoenix Games. 2, I was running the Coming In Players. And 3, I was running PyCon. Now this was sort of a trifecta of fandom in the Pioneer Valley. I was involved in making a great deal of fandom happen. I ran a store, which was a community center. I ran a weekly Rocky Cast, and I ran a convention that really had quite a community following to it. I was thinking last night, as I was talking to Annie, that some people talk about big fish and small fish in the small pond. Well, I wasn't so much a fish in the pond as the guy who owned the pond, to some degree. Now, I wasn't the best administrator of said pond. This is why I'm not running those 3 things anymore, for various reasons. But I had that identity. I was the guy who ran Phoenix. I was the guy who ran Coming In Players. I was the guy who ran PyCon. Now, I'm just this guy, you know? I got a video blog that like 25 people read. I work at Worlds Apart, which is a great organization and doing very well. But I don't really run it. I don't identify with it. I just help with it. And I think I've done good work for Worlds Apart, and I think Worlds Apart is doing very well in its mission of building a community center. Nexus Corp runs some great events. MallCon, SciFact, Nexus Fair. All are great events, but none are yet as central to a fanish community as PyCon is. So I'm starting to realize that part of the problem is that I used to be at the head of this strong trifecta of fandom, and now I'm just kind of this guy. And the danger is, of course, becoming the guy who used to run Phoenix, the guy who used to run PyCon, the guy who used to run Coming In Players, but doesn't really, what's he up to now? I don't know, he just does some stuff, I guess. He teaches driving. And so I realized that what I'm lacking is that I need to find some way to have that level of meaning again. And Phoenix Games was almost like a holy quest for me. Everything I did was for Phoenix. When I ate breakfast in the morning, it was to have energy to run Phoenix. When I drove buses, it was so I could have money to pay my bills, so I could have a house, so I could run Phoenix. Now, don't really have anything like that so much. Now I'm just kind of wandering. And I think I need to somehow find that kind of meaning again. And that's the challenge, because it's not just, you can't really just go down to the meaning store and find something important. And the other important thing is learn from the mistakes I made in the past, so that when I do step up to do the next important task in my life, I don't make the same mistakes I made last time, because believe me, there were quite a few of them. As I said, that's why I'm not in that position anymore. So this is kind of a little bit of navel-gazing on my part. Not that kind of navel-gazing. Figurative navel-gazing. But it's just an interesting thought to think about, that's really what I feel like I'm lacking, is being in that position where I'm sort of identified with something. And having the identity of not just being Michael Whitehouse, which is a fine identity, but being Michael Whitehouse, that guy who, blah. I don't think I'm disliked, and I think I'm fairly well respected, but I need to find some way to become associated with something important once again, so I don't become simply that guy who used to be important. I'm Michael Whitehouse, and I won't do yet, but hopefully soon that'll do.